I would say that even 2023, even though I have no regrets for taking the political positions that I took in 2023, I would say that the whole, oh, we're going to vote out APC and Peter Obi is blah, blah, that in hindsight was a cul-de-sac. The only useful thing that came out of it for me was that I confirmed once and for all that the system is designed to not work and that the people who are playing within the system, they are part of the system, right? It was a cul-de-sac as far as I'm concerned, because at the end of it all, and by the way, this should, I hope somebody that doesn't go and grab a clip of this and post it on the internet and say, oh, David Hundeyin is criticizing Peter Obi or something. That is not the point of what I'm saying. I'm making a much wider point that because of that lack of understanding of what the problem actually is, we kept misdiagnosing what the issue is and looking for solutions in all the wrong places. I was guilty of that too. So I was looking for a solution in 2023 from the Nigerian electoral system, which it was clearly never going to come from, because obviously Peter Obi was never, ever, ever, even though obviously everybody and their dog knows that he won the election, but he was never going to be Nigerian president. It was just never going to happen. And that hasn't changed. Be it 2027, be it 2031, as long as the current system persists, somebody who has any sort of baseline of integrity or honesty or accountability or governance capacity or economic literacy, whatever it is that you are looking for in a leader, that person is never going to be declared winner, because the system that is in control of Nigerian elections has decreed it so. That's why Muhammadu Buhari will win 2 terms in Nigeria. Muhammadu Buhari, one of the biggest morons that Nigeria has ever produced, he won 2 terms in office. He became Nigeria's longest serving, the person who has ruled Nigeria for the longest amount of time, cumulatively 10 years. Nobody else has managed that in Nigerian history. But one of the dumbest people in Nigerian history managed it. That's not by accident. And that's why after Buhari went, you will get a drug dealer. And then after that one goes, who knows, maybe you will end up with, and I don't know what to be next. Because it has gone from illiterate dons to drug trafficker. Who knows what the next level is beneath that? So instead of looking for solutions based on this exaggerated sense of personal agency and bravado, stop blaming white people, blah, 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 take responsibility. Before you take responsibility, you need to know what it is you are taking responsibility for. Where exactly are you, first of all? So that you don't end up deluding yourself and thinking that you are fighting something when you are actually... And I'm saying this because that was what happened to me.